Welcome to this transformative journey into the heart of Stoic wisdom. Today, we will explore 7 foundational principles that have guided some of the greatest thinkers in history, from Marcus Aurelius and Seneca to Epictetus, and that continue to shine a light on the path toward a more meaningful, resilient, and spiritually rich life. In a world that bombards us with chaos, stress, and endless distractions, these timeless teachings offer us not only solace, but also practical tools to regain control over our inner lives. Imagine a life where the external storms leave you unshaken. A life where every challenge, every setback, is met with calm clarity and purpose. That is the promise of Stoicism. This philosophy teaches us that while we cannot change the world around us, we can always shape our inner world. It reminds us that true happiness comes not from external wealth or fleeting achievements, but from living a life of virtue, in harmony with nature, and with an unwavering commitment to personal growth. Today, we will break down the 7 principles: the dichotomy of control, virtue as the highest good, living in accordance with nature, acceptance of fate, Amor Fati, emotional resilience and the role of judgments, cosmopolitanism and social duty, practical self-discipline and reflection. Each principle is not only a profound insight into the nature of reality, but also a practical guide for navigating everyday life. As you listen, allow these ideas to awaken your inner strength and inspire you to live with greater clarity, purpose, and compassion. At the core of Stoicism is the insight that some things are within our control and others are not. This is known as the dichotomy of control. Every morning as you rise, consider this. You can control your thoughts, actions, and decisions, but not the weather, the traffic, or the opinions of others. Here's a practical example. Imagine you're driving to work, and you suddenly find yourself stuck in a long, frustrating traffic jam. Your first instinct might be to feel anger and anxiety. However, if you recall that the traffic is entirely beyond your control, you can choose instead to use this time wisely. Perhaps you listen to an inspiring podcast or practice deep, mindful breathing. In doing so, you shift your focus from frustration to acceptance, taking charge of your inner state rather than battling external circumstances. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often reminded us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you apply this principle, you begin to see that the root of your suffering lies not in the events themselves, but in your judgments about them. In every moment of stress, whether it's a delayed train, a difficult conversation at work, or an unexpected setback, you have a choice: to spiral into anxiety or to pause, reflect, and respond calmly. Imagine facing a personal crisis, such as a sudden financial setback. The initial shock may be overwhelming, but by distinguishing between what you can control, your response, your planning, your attitude, and what you cannot, the economic forces at play, you can channel your energy into constructive actions. This approach doesn't deny the pain or difficulty of the situation. Rather, it empowers you to meet life on its own terms. By practicing the dichotomy of control, you not only reduce unnecessary anxiety, but also reclaim your inner freedom. You learn to focus on what you truly can influence, transforming even the most chaotic situations into opportunities for growth and calm resilience. In a world that often measures success by wealth, status, and material gain, the Stoics remind us that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a virtuous life. Virtue, in this context, encompasses qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are not external markers of success, but internal qualities that shape who you are. Practical example. Consider a scenario at work where you're tempted to take an easy shortcut that compromises your values. A decision that might lead to a quick gain, but at the expense of your integrity. Instead of succumbing to the lure of expediency, the Stoic perspective calls you to choose the harder path of ethical action. By prioritizing honesty and fairness, you build a reputation that is unassailable, and over time, you earn the deep, abiding respect of your colleagues and yourself. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, often meditated on the importance of aligning one's actions with one's values. He believed that every action, however small, is an opportunity to express virtue. Imagine you're in a long line at a busy store and a frustrated stranger vents their anger. Rather than joining in the negativity, you choose to remain patient and courteous. This seemingly small act becomes a demonstration of temperance and kindness, reinforcing your inner character. Every day, whether you are dealing with professional challenges, interpersonal conflicts, or your own inner struggles, the choice to act virtuously builds the foundation of your character. Virtue is not a destination, but a way of being, a lifelong commitment to living in a manner that reflects your deepest values. In making virtue your highest good, you free yourself from the endless pursuit of external validation, and instead find satisfaction in the integrity of your actions. Virtue, then, becomes both your compass and your sanctuary. It guides you through turbulent times and anchors you in moments of doubt. And as you cultivate these virtues, you notice a profound transformation. Life's challenges become less about the pursuit of external rewards and more about the joy of living truthfully and honorably. The Stoics teach us that we are not separate from the world. We are part of its intricate tapestry. Living in accordance with nature means recognizing that the universe is governed by reason and order, and that our own nature as rational beings is interwoven with this cosmic order. Practical example. Picture yourself stepping outside for a walk during a hectic day. As you stroll, notice the simple, profound beauty of nature, the sound of rustling leaves, the pattern of sunlight through the trees, the gentle sway of branches in the breeze. This moment of quiet observation reconnects you with the natural world and reminds you of your place within it. It's a gentle reminder that life, like nature, has its cycles of growth, decay, and renewal. Living in accordance with nature is about more than just enjoying the outdoors. It's a call to listen to your own inner rhythms. Modern life can often leave you disconnected from your natural needs, such as rest, nourishment, and genuine human connection, in favor of relentless productivity and constant stimulation. By realigning with nature, you honor the inherent wisdom of your body and mind. When you feel overwhelmed by the pace of modern life, take a step back and ask yourself, what does my body truly need right now? Is it rest, fresh air, or perhaps some time in silence? In essence, this principle encourages you to trust in the natural order of things. It suggests that when you align your actions with the flow of life, you find a deep sense of balance and inner peace. Whether it's noticing the beauty in a blooming flower or honoring the need for a quiet moment of reflection, living in accordance with nature grounds you in the reality of what truly matters. The beauty of this approach lies in its simplicity. Nature does not strive for perfection. It simply is. By mirroring this acceptance, you learn to appreciate the world and yourself as part of an ever-changing, interconnected whole. This perspective fosters a sense of gratitude and humility, qualities that are essential for both personal growth and spiritual fulfillment. Amor Fati, literally love of fate, is a powerful Stoic principle that invites you to embrace everything that happens, both good and bad, as necessary elements of your life's journey. It is the practice of loving your fate, not by resigning yourself to passivity, but by recognizing that every event is an opportunity for growth. Practical example. Imagine you've just received unexpected news, a setback at work, or a personal loss. The initial reaction might be one of shock and despair. However, by practicing Amor Fati, you choose to see this moment not as a misfortune, but as an essential chapter in your story. Instead of resisting the pain, you allow it to be, and in doing so, you discover the strength to learn, adapt, and ultimately transform your perspective. Deepening the insight. The idea of embracing fate can seem counterintuitive, especially when life throws challenges our way. But consider this: every trial, every obstacle, contains within it the seeds of progress. When you lose a job, for instance, it might initially feel like a catastrophe. Yet this event could open the door to a new opportunity, a chance to pursue a passion you had long neglected. Amor Fati does not ask you to be passive. Rather, it calls you to accept the full spectrum of your experiences and to use them as fuel for personal evolution. Reflect on a time when things did not go as planned. A relationship ended, a project failed, or you faced a health scare. Instead of falling into regret, a Stoic mind would ask, what can I learn from this? Every experience, however painful, is an invitation to refine your character and adjust your course. It is the recognition that life is not a series of isolated events, but a continuous process of becoming. By loving your fate, you learn to trust in the inherent wisdom of life and to see setbacks as integral, even necessary, parts of your journey. In practical terms, Amor Fati means facing each day with gratitude, even for the challenges. It means transforming adversity into an opportunity to cultivate inner strength and resilience. Over time, this practice can radically shift your outlook, turning obstacles into stepping stones that propel you toward a more enlightened, purposeful life. One of the most liberating insights of Stoicism is that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but the judgments we make about those events. Our emotions, whether of joy or sorrow, are not dictated by external circumstances, but by the interpretations we impose upon them. Practical example. Picture scrolling through your social media feed and encountering a harsh comment or criticism. The immediate reaction might be hurt or anger. Instead of letting this external judgment dictate your mood, take a moment to step back and question your interpretation. Ask yourself, is this comment a true reflection of my worth, or is it merely one person's opinion? By reframing your perspective, you shift your focus away from the external negativity and reclaim your inner balance. The Stoics taught that by challenging and reevaluating your judgments, you can cultivate emotional resilience. Consider a situation where a misunderstanding with a close friend spirals into conflict. Instead of immediately reacting with defensiveness or anger, pause to reflect on your own assumptions. Could your initial judgment have been clouded by emotion or misinterpretation? By reassessing your perspective, you open the door to empathy and clearer communication, transforming potential conflict into an opportunity for deeper connection and understanding. This practice is not about suppressing emotions, but about cultivating awareness of how your thoughts shape your feelings. Every time you catch yourself spiraling into anxiety or anger over a situation beyond your control, remind yourself that the power lies in your interpretation. With consistent practice, through meditation, journaling, or mindful reflection, you can learn to recognize and recalibrate these judgments, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs with a calm, centered spirit. Over time, this approach builds an inner resilience that not only protects you from the inevitable stresses of life, but also enriches your emotional landscape. By understanding that your reactions are within your control, you transform potential sources of distress into opportunities for self-improvement and growth. Stoicism extends far beyond the individual, embracing a universal vision of interconnectedness. Cosmopolitanism is the idea that you are a citizen of the world, a member of a larger human family where every individual is connected. This principle invites you to see beyond personal boundaries and to act with compassion and responsibility toward all people. Imagine volunteering at a local shelter, or simply helping a neighbor carry groceries. These small acts of kindness, though seemingly insignificant, reflect the Stoic belief that your actions have far-reaching implications. Every time you show empathy, extend a helping hand, or engage in community service, you acknowledge that your well-being is intertwined with that of others. In doing so, you contribute to a culture of mutual support and shared humanity. In a world often divided by race, nationality, or social status, the Stoic idea of cosmopolitanism is a powerful reminder that every human being deserves respect and dignity. It calls on you to see yourself in others, to recognize that the struggles, joys, and dreams of those around you are part of the same human experience. Whether it's engaging in meaningful conversations with people from different backgrounds or advocating for social justice, embracing your role as a global citizen deepens your sense of purpose and connection. This principle is a call to action, to look beyond yourself and to embrace a broader social duty. In practical terms, it might mean participating in local community events, supporting charitable causes, or simply listening empathetically when someone is in distress. Every act of kindness, every moment of understanding, reinforces the web of human connection that unites us all. By living as a true cosmopolitan, you help create a world where compassion and cooperation triumph over division and indifference. Stoicism is not merely an abstract set of ideas. It is a way of life that requires continual self-examination, discipline, and the willingness to improve. Think of your life as a garden that needs constant care. Regular pruning, weeding, and nurturing are essential for it to flourish. Practical self-discipline means making choices each day that align with your values, whether it's through a consistent routine, setting clear goals, or engaging in honest self-reflection. Consider establishing a daily journaling practice. Each night, spend a few moments reflecting on the day's events. What choices did you make? Did they align with your values? What lessons can be learned from your successes and your mistakes? Over time, this habit not only sharpens your awareness, but also guides you to live more intentionally. Whether you're striving to adopt healthier habits, improve your work-life balance, or foster deeper relationships, disciplined reflection acts as your compass on the journey of self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius famously recorded his thoughts in a personal journal, a practice that allowed him to confront his weaknesses and celebrate his strengths. By dedicating time to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and emotional responses, you create a powerful feedback loop that nurtures personal growth. This isn't about harsh self-criticism. It's about honest, compassionate evaluation. It is in these moments of reflection that you begin to understand the patterns of your behavior and discover the path to greater self-mastery. Through practical self-discipline, you gradually transform your habits and with them, your life. Every small, deliberate action builds upon the last, creating a foundation of inner strength and clarity. The journey toward self-improvement is ongoing, but each step taken in the spirit of honest reflection brings you closer to living a life of integrity, balance, and profound meaning. Now that we've explored each principle in depth, let's consider how to integrate them into your everyday routine, transforming ordinary moments into opportunities for spiritual growth and mindful living. Begin your day by pausing for a moment of meditation or journaling. Reflect on the dichotomy of control. Remind yourself that while you cannot control external events, you have complete control over your thoughts and reactions. This mindful practice sets a calm tone for the day ahead. As you go about your day, carry with you the conviction that virtue is your highest good. Whether you're making decisions at work, engaging in conversations, or simply interacting with the world around you, ask yourself, am I acting with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? Let each decision be a reflection of your inner values. Seek out moments to reconnect with nature. Even a short walk outside can serve as a reminder of the natural order and the beauty inherent in the world. Use these moments to recharge and to realign yourself with the rhythms of life. When obstacles arise, as they inevitably will, practice Amor Fati by accepting each challenge as a necessary part of your journey. Instead of resisting or lamenting the hardships, look for the lessons they offer. Each setback is an invitation to grow stronger and wiser. Throughout your day, pay attention to your emotional responses. When you notice a strong emotion emerging, pause and question the judgment that triggered it. Reframe your perspective, and you may find that what once seemed like an insurmountable problem is simply a minor inconvenience in the grand scheme of things. Remember your place in the larger tapestry of humanity. Embrace the spirit of cosmopolitanism by acting with kindness, empathy, and a sense of shared responsibility. Recognize that every interaction, no matter how brief, is an opportunity to contribute to the common good. Finally, end your day with practical self-discipline and reflection. Revisit your journal, review your actions, and celebrate the small victories. Reflect on the lessons learned and set intentions for how you can continue to grow tomorrow. As we draw this exploration of Stoic wisdom to a close, consider the profound implications these principles hold for the quest to understand the real meaning of life. Stoicism is not a doctrine of detachment or fatalism. It is a vibrant, living philosophy that empowers you to reclaim your inner freedom and to live with clarity, purpose, and compassion. Imagine a life where you are no longer at the mercy of external circumstances, a life where every setback is met with equanimity, every joy is savored fully, and every day is an opportunity to cultivate virtue and inner strength. The Stoic path offers you a way to navigate the complexities of modern life with a calm, centered mind and a heart full of gratitude. This message is a wake-up call, a reminder that the true meaning of life is not found in the relentless pursuit of external rewards or the superficial metrics of success. Instead, it is found in the cultivation of an inner life that values wisdom, integrity, and connection. It is in the simple, everyday moments of mindful reflection, ethical action, and heartfelt compassion that life's deepest meaning is revealed. Consider the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Let this thought guide you. Each challenge, every obstacle, is not a barrier but a stepping stone on your journey of personal evolution. By embracing life's difficulties with grace and determination, you transform them into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Now, as you stand on the threshold of this transformative journey, I invite you to take a moment for self-reflection. Ask yourself, how can I apply these Stoic principles in my daily life? Where can I choose to focus on what I control rather than what I cannot? How can I align my actions with the virtues that define my truest self? The path of Stoicism is not an easy one. It demands courage, commitment, and continuous introspection. But its rewards are immeasurable. Inner freedom, emotional resilience, and a profound sense of connection to the world and to yourself. The journey is yours to embark upon, and each step you take in the spirit of these timeless teachings brings you closer to a life filled with genuine meaning and fulfillment. So, let this be your call to action. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, not as an abstract theory, but as a living, breathing practice that transforms every aspect of your existence. Allow the dichotomy of control, the pursuit of virtue, the harmony with nature, the acceptance of fate, the cultivation of emotional resilience, the commitment to cosmopolitanism, and the dedication to self-discipline to guide you on your path. As you move forward, remember that every moment, no matter how ordinary, holds the potential for spiritual awakening. Your journey to a deeper, more meaningful life begins with a single step, a single conscious choice to live in accordance with these enduring principles. May you find the courage to face life's challenges with equanimity, the wisdom to discern what truly matters, and the strength to nurture your inner garden day by day. The real meaning of life is not a distant dream, but a living reality that unfolds in every mindful breath, every compassionate act, and every thoughtful reflection. The time to begin is now. In closing, take this message to heart. The teachings of Stoicism are not relics of the distant past. They are vibrant tools for navigating the present and shaping a future that is rich with purpose and authenticity. The real meaning of life is waiting to be discovered within you, through your choices, your actions, and your willingness to embrace every experience as a chance to grow. I invite you now to pause, to reflect, and to commit to integrating these principles into your daily life. In every moment of joy or sorrow, may you remember that you hold the power to choose your path, to define your character, and to live a life of deep fulfillment. Let the wisdom of the Stoics be your guide as you awaken to the profound beauty and meaning that lie within and all around you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May your days be filled with inner peace, unwavering courage, and the enduring light of wisdom. Embrace your fate, nurture your soul, and live each day as a testament to the enduring power of Stoic thought.